Hi, my name is Walker Krampitz. I am from Waseca, Minnesota. I grew up fishing my whole life. My dad, he got me into it at a really young age. The one that really got me going, introduced into like the tournament whole scene, it was Tim Schrader. He brought me to my first tournament when I was 13. I ended up placing third, and I really grew from Tim. He was a big help in my journey as I went. I bought my first boat when I was 14. Bought a little 17-foot Pro Craft. We fished tournaments out of that for a year or two, and it grew from there. I mean, then I went to Ranger, and now I'm at a Phoenix. And the high school league really got me into it as well. It made me kind of excel as an angler. Then last year I ended up going to Alabama, qualified. I think got 4th in the state in Minnesota, so the top 5 get to excel on the state or the Nationals League, you know, if you qualify it through that way. And that was the best one yet. That's really when I started growing. That was my last year doing high school. I finished 3rd in Nationals and 2nd in the Worlds. It was an unbelievable, out of 415 boats, so that was a pretty good moment, highlight in my life and my tournament career so far.
My name is Logan Huey. I graduated from Elk River, Minnesota. I knew I was hooked when I was staying at the family cabin up on the Lahamadou chain, and there was a professional tournament out there, and we had a guy stay at our cabin with us, and at the age of 8-10 years old, he asked me if I wanted to build a jig, and I was like, sweet, yeah, build a jig. He whipped out a box, he asked me what colors I wanted. He tied all the skirts and everything. I had a blaze orange and blue, brown jig. It was what a 10-year-old would make back in the day, and I thought it was the best thing ever. And as soon as he got done tying it, he brought me down to the dock. I was throwing it on like 6-7 medium heavy spinning rod, just not ideal. Casted it in between 2 boats on the boat lift and caught my personal best bass at the age of 10 that still holds my record to today. And one thing about bass fishing that just gets me going and keeps me going day after day is these fish are living in a lake that is determined by the weather. And so every day you go out, they're going to be biting different. And these fish are staging differently depending on the weather, depending on the year, and a lot of lakes now these days is the weeds are getting killed off, so that plays a big part into like fishing Minnetonka, one of my home lakes and favorite lakes to fish. Fishing is all over the place. You can make it simple. You can go pick up a little worm, go out there and run banks, catch bass all day, but when you want to be a competitive bass fisherman and your goal is to win day after day, you have to put in that time and effort that not everyone has. It's not everyone's deal, and all these boys that are down here proved and worked hard week after week after week in the tournaments to secure a spot at this tournament on the Harris Chain of Lakes. So it's amazing to be down here with these guys and share experience and learn a whole new different lake. It's been crazy down here this week, but with the technology and the mindset and the knowledge that we have, we picked it apart this weekend. We are very pleased on what we found, and we are very thankful for all of our sponsors that supported us and had faith in us to get us down here, because we are here to prove the team in Alexandria, Minnesota, and help expand that team. As our coach Joe, he has been amazing. He organized the whole tournament trail, what lakes we're fishing, and he put them on great lakes so we'd have a great time. Just haven't had any complaints. And so if you wanted to get outside of your southern states and go to college up in Minnesota, Alexandria Tech is an amazing school along with a growing bass fishing team.
And now on the college league, thanks to Coach Joe. I mean, he really was in touch with all of his students, and you know, also his tournament anglers and stuff like that. You know, every single Tuesday or Monday and Thursday we'd always have leagues, and that's kind of, you know, you got to get top 4 people out of that, so your average, and and then they get to come down to or get to fish the national leagues as well, and that's a pretty big deal in the college league. So right now we're down here in Florida, and that's where we're at now. We have tournaments tomorrow. Hopefully it all goes well. We did good pre-fishing. Ended up getting one that was 11 pounds and on the second day, and it was a pretty sweet thing to see, and it's just insane what this fishery has to hold for people and what it held for us. I mean, we've had 4s, we had 5s, we had that 11. I mean, we've been taking it easy on them. So we'll see how that goes.